Hey everyone, I hope you're well. Good look, ain't it? Hope all y'all are doing well. It would appear maybe I said Candyman in the bathroom mirror one too many times and got the attention of a ghoul that I hadn't maybe anticipated meeting. I hate to give you an education. You know, you acting like you're above one at all. Look smarter when I do that, don't I? Anthony Fantano Part 2. Buckle up. I guess ask and you shall receive. I did finally get to see what all the hubbub was about of Anthony Fantano responding to me. I don't know what I kind of expected, but in the end, it wasn't really anything that changed my mind on him at all. Now, of course, his fan base just thinks, Anthony destroyed you. Anthony aired you out. Okay, that's to be expected, I guess, when I put your name in the title of my video. But truth be told, that one video took my sub count 250 to almost 800. I mean, like, specifically, that one video. And I think if not for the fact of it getting the traffic it did, he'd have never have responded to that video. But for the fact of it having, I think when he watched it, I think it had 11,000 views. It's right around 13,000 now. I mean, that's without a doubt my biggest video to date. But I watched his video, and it's just about what you'd expect with his bad faith and his non sequitur filled as his initial Oliver Anthony video was. His response to my response to that video, it wasn't half as bad as I kind of thought it was going to be. You know, I went into that video thinking like, holy shit, like somebody responded to me. Oh my God, buckle up. This could be life changing. But it wasn't. I kind of took his hour-long video, condensed it to about 23-ish minutes, trying to weed out a lot of kind of just the extracurricular that really wasn't addressed to me or specific to what I was talking about. You might think I missed a good part. If you did, let me know, and maybe I'll go back and respond to that. But I do got a little bit of that hour that I'm going to go over, and I guess we're going to see Anthony Fantano air out Mr. Meth Head. You with me? Let's fucking do it.
I do want to deliver unto you the drama and ridiculousness that you so crave. So,
just for the record, I don't crave anything. I'm sure you've dealt with a lot of people who do. When I made this video at 250 subscribers, I'd like to think you could imagine, I couldn't have ever imagined that this video would have done what it did. Least of all, find its way to you. I title all my videos in a response to whoever it is that I'm doing a response to. And being as small as I am, you never expect it to do what it did. It just doesn't. You look at my channel, you see all my videos, like they're all titled the same way. But I don't crave drama. I saw your video, I thought it was terrible, and I just gave my thoughts about it. That's what ultimately that was. That's not, I'm craving drama or your attention. I'm sure there's a lot of people who do that. That ain't me.
look, I want to watch this video. I want to see what this guy has to say. Maybe he makes valid points. He could. And if he tears me apart, he tears me apart. It's fine. So, you know, really dope of him to put in the description here, FCK this clown.
I still feel that way. I mean, I do think you're a clown, but okay.
No shade to this guy. If I were a director, I would cast this guy in a fucking jail movie in a second. Whoever the guy is, who's like, you know, the tough side guy of the bad guy who, you know, like is the main antagonist. This guy would be my guy. I would make this guy that guy in a second. I would cast him instantly. He would have a shiv too.
First time I saw it, I laughed. I mean, of course it's fun. I mean, it's pretty much what everybody sees whenever they meet me. I guess that kind of comes with the territory of kind of growing up in prison. But that was me. Went in at 18, came out at 28, spent almost a solid 10-year period of my life in prison. So I can get why you'd imagine me looking the way I do. Ta-da! I
mean, you know, and I love it. Frankly, I love his voice. I love his accent. I love his vibe. I mean, I'm probably not going to like what he has to say, but he's definitely got an energy about him.
Thank you for, I guess, a compliment. There's not many. There aren't many in this entire hour, but I'll take that as one. And for that, thank you. This motherfucker took a political turn and just went so goddamn funky far left.
You know, I just love that he put it that way. You know, Anthony Fantano, he used to be real funky far right.
No, No, I never thought you were funky far right either. I used to think you were a little more politically neutral. The biggest time of my life that I remember your videos, it was really kind of politically neutral. It wasn't necessarily too far on either side of the field there. But I do know you're politically far left. The last couple years, every little bit of piece I've seen of you along the way, it's usually espousing something far left. I mean, you may not accept that, but you are. And this whole hour, you pretty much just confirm all of it.
Love that he gave me the old. We're going to check out old Anthony Fantano's tape.
Richmond, you with me?
I'm with you.
Hey everyone,
I'm with
Anthony,
you.
busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well.
I'm doing well, Anthony. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, I do hope you're doing well.
I hope you're doing well too.
Let's talk.
Thank you. Thank you. What a polite motherfucker. What a polite dude.
I usually am a pretty polite motherfucker, believe it or not. My default is typically polite and respectful. Your video that day just put a stick right up my fucking ass. Everything about it was just so bad faith and just ugly.
He says fuck this clown, but he still hopes that I'm doing well. I am doing pretty good.
I do hope you're doing well. I know there's a lot of people who can't kind of separate the maybe character that you may portray on YouTube. I can. I know you're a real person. I don't wish ill will on you. Right wing's favorite country song.
Yeah, it is. It was literally put on blast by every right-wing talking head on the internet. They literally played it at the front end of the fucking GOP debate.
Well, the GOP debate came after your video. So, I'm not going to use any information that I learned after the video to make arguments here. I'm going to kind of try and stay on that track of looking at this as we did the day you made this video. Because this guy's talked a lot since. There's be a lot of things I could use or you could use to confirm your arguments or not. I'm going to stick on that track of where we were a week and a half ago and the knowledge we had with it then.
I don't know what to say. If you just want to pretend this song has absolutely no connections whatsoever to right-wing politics, it was literally recorded and blasted out into the right-wing media space and astroturfed. If you want to pretend like the song just organically blew up with no political ties whatsoever, that's on you. That's your choice.
It's not me pretending that it didn't blow up with help from other people. I'd imagine that's almost anyone. God forbid somebody hears a song with a message they agree with, thinking like, man, I like this. This guy's talking what I want other people to hear. Let me do what I can do to help. I could imagine that's almost any unsigned artist, singer, songwriter of all fucking time. Somebody comes along, hears what somebody's doing, like, wow, this guy's preaching to my choir. What can I do to help you get your music out there? He did that. Okay, I get all your points here, dude. Your points aren't missed on me. I just don't get the whole poisoning of the well, because that's what you do, bro. You poison the well in 100 different ways. It's like you're doing a song review, but you need to bring the baggage of every ugly thing you connect to the right wing with it. That's my point. The point you never fucking address, the point you deflect and just ignore your entire hour of a video. But that was my whole point, is every extra thing you're bringing up into this is just furthering poisoning of the well. That's it.
But I'm not going to do that because I like context for things. Context is good. Context is a good thing.
Yeah, context is good when you're not going at it in a biased fucking partisan way, which is what you do the entire fucking time. All the context you fucking add to it, it's all fucking just bullshit. It has nothing to do with context. That ain't fucking context that's helping anybody fucking listen to the song that might just like it. Might just fucking have initially heard it. Man, that's not a bad song. I don't even like the fucking song. I listened to the song one time in my life. I'll never listen to it a second time. My whole thing was just your entire setup of poison in the well and then your bad faith take on it. Once you started talking about the Civil War and all that other shit, bro. You're fucking dividing people yourself. That ain't context. That's you just fucking shitting on everything. Context my ass.
Context illustrates and educates and makes things clear. If you want to operate like, yeah, this song just got popular on the internet and people just like it. I mean, okay.
That wasn't my argument, but okay. My only fucking argument was, bro, you don't need to bring up all this other shit. That was my fucking argument. I wasn't fucking worried about why it became as popular as it did. It could be 100 different reasons why it fucking got as popular as it did. My whole it wasn't none of that. It was fucking entirely stop with your bad faith arguments. That's it. Stop with your bad faith poison in the well, and non-fucking sequitur-filled bullshit. That was my whole point.
So, I mean, I don't know why this guy is mad at me for just acknowledging political realities of the world that we live in.
See, you're not just acknowledging political realities. It's you being a partisan hack. That's what it is. It's you being everything you wouldn't like out of somebody on the right. If you saw anybody on the right wing doing what you're doing, you'd immediately recognize it and be able to say, oh, that's bullshit and that's fucking partisan, biased, fucking sucker shit. But for the fact that when you do it against people you disagree with politically, you cannot recognize it. You refuse to fucking look at the mirror for just a second. Oh my God, yo, maybe I'm doing what these people are doing. Wow.
From Virginia, a town called Farmville, for that matter.
What's the zoom on that though? I'm trying to get like why.
My editor just did it. I don't know. Do you want to get my editor in here and like, do a Spanish Inquisition on why there's like zooms and stuff?
No, I was thinking maybe you did your own videos. I didn't know you had an editor. But the zoom on that specifically, it was just a dig. That's all it was. It was just your dig with a zoom with your little facial expressions and all that shit. I don't want to Spanish Inquisition, you fucking editor.
Weirdo, conservative influencer.
And look, there's Dan Bongo right there on the right side of the screen. Like I said, acknowledging the fact that the song was astroturfed.
That's not acknowledging that it was astroturfed. It's acknowledging that the dude had help. Of course, I mean, you'll spin it to, of course that's astroturfed. It's not a natural blowing up of the song. I mean, God forbid somebody hears the song and thinks more people need to hear this song. I would think other people would like this song. I think people will hear this and hear the messages that I agree with are important issues. Like, it's not about it being astroturf, bro. You can argue that all day long, bro, because ultimately almost any fucking thing in the world that's small and then suddenly blows up could be astroturfed. Because somebody seen it, somebody promoted it, the shit blew up. It's not him admitting it was astroturfed. It's him fucking showing that the dude had help from people that agreed with him. Of course, I mean, to you, that might be astroturfed. To other people, it might not be. Other people might just be happy, that he got promoted and put out there.
By a Jason Howerton, a very well-connected and rich political operative.
And he's rich. Oh, man, this guy was working with somebody who's rich. Ooh, boogeyman shit.
Who helped get the song out there, get it recorded, get it shot, so on and so forth.
Does that not happen all the time, Mr. Music Guy? I'd assume, it does. I'd assume in most worlds that somebody hears an artist that they like, hears the message that they're singing about, and thinks, man, I want to help you. What can I do to help you? Does that not work all across the board? I'm just curious. I imagine it does. And I mean, you're only just nitpicking it because it happened to be on the political team that you're against. That's when it's not good. That's when it's bad. That's when it's astroturfed. But any other context, it's completely the biz, I guess. The music industry.
Like right there on the screen, it's telling you the right-wing connections that this song has coming right out of the gate with it being industry planted and astroturf. And you're like, oh, yeah, this song isn't right-wing. It's not any of that.
I never said the song wasn't right-wing. My whole point was you were poison in the well. It was you 10 seconds into the video. 10 seconds into a 30-minute video. Right-wing's favorite country song. That was my fucking point. Was goddamn, bro, why don't you just talk about the fucking song? You don't have to shit on 100 other things that, for context, that you're just bringing under this umbrella of the song. That treatment, you gave that song was, I'd imagine, the most worst treatment you've probably given any song that you've ever fucking talked about. I don't know, I imagine, but that's just my guess. Somebody can link me to a song that he was just as hard on. Give it to me. I'd love to see it, because I can't imagine, you've done any other review of any other song with half as bad faith as you did in that first 2 minutes of that video alone. It's crazy.
Like the context is literally there on the screen, but he's probably going to come back and be like, "You're picking a side. You can't pick a side." And
oh, bro, you picked a side. You've picked the fucking side. Believe that, bro. I got problems. Just as I'm assuming that you got problems with both sides too. I'm not trying to straw man you. You made it a pick the side. You poison in the well was you telling your audience that you have picked the side. That's what that was.
Matt Walsh is literally loving the song too, as is all of the other idiots in that right-wing media pundit space. I don't know what to tell you. You're just ignoring context.
That's not context. Matt Walsh liking the song, and then you trashing on Matt. Bro, you shit on Matt Walsh for 20 fucking minutes in this response to my response. I'm telling you, bro, I had to cut the whole bit out. Like the whole 20 fucking minutes. This man went into talking about Matt Walsh as if he's connected to the song because he liked it. These are all the points I'm making. You might miss them. You might not just get them. You might just ignore them. You might deflect around them. However you want to handle it. Bro, you talk shit about Matt Walsh for 20 fucking minutes in a video that has nothing to do with Matt Walsh. God forbid, Matt Walsh liked the song. He spoke about the song. But God forbid, okay, Matt Walsh liked it. So now it's that much worse. It's that much worse now because Matt Walsh liked it. And here's all the terrible shit Matt Walsh has done as a person. Jesus, bro. Like what else terrible shit can these fucking people be? Psych.
Matt Walsh literally came out with an anti-trans fucking documentary and put it.
This is what I mean right here. He's going right into trashing Matt fucking Walsh. Like, bro, Matt Walsh has nothing to do with the fucking song. That's my point. Was it an anti-trans movie? Fuck no, it wasn't. And if you wasn't an ideologue, you'd fucking know it wasn't. Motherfuckers in that whole movie fucking just gaslight and lying like a motherfucker. Can't even tell you what a goddamn woman is. An adult human fucking female. That's simple. But these motherfuckers won't give it to you. They can't give it to you because if you do it, you're going to hurt a trans's feelings, and then it's just, you're a transphobe. Transphobe, transphobe, you're transphobe, transphobe. Y'all fucking shitting on words so bad that they just lose all gusto behind them. They lose any sort of strength behind them, like racist, transphobe, all these words y'all just throw around at anybody that might slightly disagree with you about a point or a political topic that you've just destroyed the words. They might mean something to y'all. Don't mean nothing to me when I already think you're a fucking moron. I think you're a fucking moron. Call me a transphobe. Coat.
Now all over Twitter and is a detestable human being who's proven to be racist, bigoted in a number of different ways. The guy's a garbage pail. Like, I mean, just do your research. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, I cut the biggest chunk of this out. I'm telling you 15 fucking minutes of this shit out. This dude goes on about Matt Walsh forever and just doesn't get that he's arguing about a person that has nothing to do with the song. That was my point. Make a shit video about Matt Walsh. Shit on him all you want. Your fan base just the whole time is just like, yeah, fuck Matt Walsh, fuck Matt Walsh. Okay, fuck Matt Walsh. But what does he have to do with this song? That's my fucking point.
This is the problem with all of these people who basically have this framing of me. You know, they think that I'm just saying this stuff to say it when it's literally on the internet and provable and you just need to look it up.
No, you are saying it just to say it because there's no point in you saying it other than just to shit on somebody that's on the right wing. You're not saying it to add context. You're not saying it for any other reason but just to get onto a tangent about Matt fucking Walsh. Bro, you frame yourself. I don't have to frame you at all. Like, you just do it. I just let you talk. And you frame your fucking self.
And because they haven't seen it, they're just like, oh, Anthony Fantano's just being unfair. He's just poisoning the well.
It has nothing to do with being unfair, but you are entirely poisoning the well. You are poisoning the well in a way that is masterful to all the clowns that fucking subscribe to you. Anybody that can just step back from anything partisan and just not immediately want to defend a team.
He's just become funky far left.
I mean, you have. I mean, I know you deny it. But you have. Trump wasn't, his name wasn't even in it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not even saying it was. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know you're not saying that it was. The point is why bring up Trump? It's just another way. They're just bringing up something else that has nothing to do with the fucking song, but it's just another way to bring up somebody else that your fan base hates. So they just continue that fucking continuous aura fucking Boris. Or just hate, fucking eating that tail of hate. Never ending. Eat that motherfucker tail.
I feel like this guy isn't even understanding the context of the conversation that I'm having. He sees literally everything in a vacuum.
I don't see everything in a vacuum. I'm just responding to what I hear. That's what I'm saying. Because you pick and choose in this whole thing. You're real Weasley. You're real Weasley in the sense of what context is or what a joke was. You just use that real liberally. Real liberally whenever you fucking want. Oh, no, I was just joking. Yeah, no, I just threw that in there. But then the other shit, oh, that's just context. Completely non sequitur entirely from every fucking angle. A non sequitur has nothing to do with fucking shit. But you'll just bring it in, throw it in. That's context. Something that has nothing to do with it, bring it in, throwing it in. Oh, it's just a joke. I'm telling you, bro, you're Weasley. You're a fucking Weasley motherfucker, bro.
Not only every piece of media he consumes, but he literally sees every sentence I'm saying in a vacuum and is not even consuming it in the context of all the sentences that led up to it. I'm saying that this song, generally speaking, and in conservative circles, isn't just some obscure, dumb, random novelty Trump music video rap on YouTube. It's actually a big, popular, cultural moment that
I know what you meant. I just didn't get why you fucking had to throw it in there. Like I say, you'll just say, oh, it was just a joke. Oh, it was just a context. Oh, it's just context because in comparison to this other shit, that's not the same. But I just thought I'd make a point with it that's completely irrelevant to the fucking song. I'm telling you, it's all poison in the well. All you fucking do. I'm telling you, bro, like fucking 2 minutes into it. And just like I said in my initial video, every fucking angle you poison a goddamn well.
that transcends those little weird niche right-wing spaces. Like that's what I'm saying. It's weird because this guy is like accusing me, really projecting onto me like, oh, he's poison in the well.
Yes.
He's poison in the well. He's
Oh, yes.
poison in the well.
Yes. I'm glad you get it. Oh, no, but then again, that's not you getting it. That's just you mocking me for saying that you're poison in the well. Bro, you do. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I know you think it's a joke and like I'm just fucking some moron. Don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'll tell you, bro, I know a snake oil salesman when I see one. I know when I see somebody who's just talking shit. And that's all you're good at is just talking shit.
Meanwhile, he interprets every single thing that I'm saying as being like, purely politically motivated.
Yes. Every fucking thing you say is politically motivated. All of it. Entirely.
And I just see Trump in everything. And that's literally like what I'm saying the song isn't. That's what I'm saying it's not. I'm telling you that this isn't just some dumb random Trump song. That's what I'm saying it is not. That is what I am saying if you listened.
I got that's what you're saying, that this is what it's not. Why say it? Why fuck it bring it up? That's my point. I get your point, is that you're saying that's what it's not. Then why even fucking say it?
He wants every single thing that I'm saying to be patronizing as hell.
Every fucking thing you say is patronizing as shit. Maybe I do it too. Guess we're just gonna be two headbutting patronizing ass motherfuckers. But bro, if you're fucking telling me that what you're saying isn't fucking patronizing, clean them glasses. What do you normally critique and pull apart?
I mean, it would sometimes be that, yeah. But it would also be what I talk about in this song, the lyrics. I also talk about lyrics too. Yeah, I'll talk about production as well.
You're so busy setting up this fucking straw man the entire time that you don't get to the lyrics till like minute 5. You're so busy talking about the AstroTurf, what it isn't, how big a piece of shit Matt Walsh is, damn bongo, and all this other shit, that you ain't even talking about the song. Almost the entirety of the first 5 minutes is just you talking about other shit and how stupid other people are, all these idiots that don't get the music industry. That was my point. Is you're a music reviewer and you just don't just talk about the song itself. You have to fucking poison the well with all these other things. That was my point.
I figured this video might go down better or might make more sense if I just kind of go over the lyrics of the song and try to dissect what it's getting at exactly.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure there won't be no spin on none of that, right? Yeah, no, it won't be no ideologically fucking driven garbage nonsense look on it. Because I'll tell you, bro, that's all you've shown in the 2 minutes of this video. It's just an ideological spin to all of it. Poison in the well and spinning all of it. That little piece right there is a great example of how he handled most everything I said. Just laughed at it. It's like, but that's what you had done. That was the entire first 2 minutes of that video, was you just spinning. Every fucking thing. Every little bit of any little thing you can get your little fucking grubby fingers on. You just spun it all. Dig there. Oh, this guy ain't like you guys. This guy's not like you. He's not an everyday guy. He's got secret messages. The 90 acres in Farmville.
Or maybe it is, whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? Or whatever? Oh, no, it's not the here nor there. Well, maybe it is.
Yeah, I'm just being pithy. Just a little pith.
Just being pithy. It wasn't a dig at him or nothing. It wasn't no snide little dig on him. But see, that's why I say this is the back and forth, the way he likes it. Oh, it's context here, it's pithy there. It's context here, it's comedic here. You'll see, he uses that real liberally. He uses that when it helps him, when he wants to deflect from something, he just goes back and forth between context or pith. It's real convenient for him. It is, whatever. Bro, it's so slimy. This motherfucker is just the slimiest weasel on the fucking planet. He knows every fucking thing he's doing. Yes, he does. He knows every fucking thing he's doing. Just like he's reading all this secret messages of what dude's got. Yeah, he is. Bro, you...
I like how he's mad at me for like, reading into the lyrics of a song, but yet he's like overly reading into everything that I'm saying and doing.
I can't help but to overly read into what you're saying because it's fucking insane. Every line of what you say is just insane. It's all bad faith. I'm telling you, bro, like that first time I seen that video, bro, I was just like, why would you do this? Why would you say the things you're saying? And like somehow you're thinking that you're making a better world around you as you just shit on everything from every angle. That's why I was fucking mad, bro. This shit fucking irks me fucking up, dude, when I see people just be as ugly as they are about shit and yet somehow got the shit spun around. You're one of the good ones. No, bro. You are every fucking thing you would hate out of somebody else. You are all of that. I know you don't recognize it. I know you don't get it. Same thing with your rabid fan base. They are everything they fucking hate from the other side. All of it. Everything is thought out on you because, you know what you've been doing. You've been doing this shit a long goddamn time. You're fucking slimy, bro. You're a slimy fucking weasel. Let's hear the commies take on what...
The commies take. Oh, my God. Listen, I will say this outright, and this is another thing that's sort of like demented about these people. I'm not a communist.
Oh, no? Yeah, I know y'all get real hung up on specific definitions of particular things. You'll pick and choose which definitions, you like to abide by or what definition, you want to use when the argument is convenient. Bro, there's a million different blends of fucking commie, and y'all are commie through and through.
And that's the thing about these weirdos who like get really mad about like Anthony Fantano. He's funky far left now. I'm not a Maoist. I'm not like a fucking Trotskyist.
Bro, you don't have to abide by a very specific, narrow fucking communism to be a commie. You fucking pick and choose the commie shit that you like. That's enough for me to call you a fucking commie. I don't give a fuck if you're black boot, brown shirt wearing, USSR flag waving and all that other shit. You start talking about taking money from other people to give to somebody who ain't earned it. That's fucking commie shit. Y'all can argue the specifics and semantics all you want. But if you think I'm gonna get in an argument with one of you people, oh, I'm not communist, you're a fucking commie, I don't give a fuck if you disagree. I don't care, and I'm not gonna argue with you about the definitions of shit. You all the fucking commies.
I'm not any of that shit. I'm not like some crazy far left, like, revolutionary or some fucking shit like that. It's like not my bag.
Bro, it's your bag. It's fucking your bag. I know you're still going. I know you're still going about all these other communist leaders of all time and how this one was doing this and how this one was doing. I'm none of these guys. Yeah, no, because none of them thought they were who they were either, right? Yeah, no, none of them thought they were just this bad fucking taking motherfucker that they was when they were. I'm telling you, bro, later in this video, bro, you make the very argument that would concrete you in the fact that you're a commie fucking motherfucker, bro. You're commie as fuck.
Between North and South, using Richmond, Virginia as that dividing line. With that,
home of the Confederacy, by the way, Richmond, Virginia. Confederacy HQ. Confederacy HQ.
Is Richmond anything else by chance? Is Richmond just the home of the Confederacy? I'll give you a second. No, that's it. Richmond's just the home of the Confederacy? Maybe the capital of Virginia? Oh, okay. So you just pick and choose what Richmond means to you when you want to make the context or the argument that you want to make, and not just the fact that Richmond is the capital of the state that he's from. It's not just the home of the Confederacy. Because, you're just going back to a particular point in history that you want to bring up. The context that you want to bring up. Not the context that was anywhere in that song. Not anything that was ever named or brought up or touched on. That's all shit that you brought into that song as context and then got the nerve to talk about what's the home of the Confederacy. Richmond is the capital of Virginia. Just for the fact of him bringing that up doesn't mean it's a fucking like a wink and a nod to the Confederacy. That's all you, dude. Richmond is the fucking capital of Virginia.
You're bringing up politics, not me, not this guy. You're the one making it all political.
You're not only making it political, but you're making it the ugliest part of political. It's like how you can't even recognize it. It just blows my fucking mind. And yet, your fan base is just, yeah, Anthony, you're not making nothing political. It's the song that's political. Okay, well, maybe the song has political fucking themes intertwined throughout the entire song. I grant that. But it doesn't fucking end up meaning all this other shit that you now bring into it. And somehow what you're doing isn't political, because it entirely is. Every second of your video was political, and not even just the politics of the song, but your own political spin to all of it. All the context you fucking think you're bringing into it. It's all your ugly fucking politically fucking blinders of how you look at anything. I'm only going to look at it from this angle. I'm only going to look at history through this lens. I'm not going to look at it through any other fucking lens. I'm going to look at it through my commie fucking leftist fucking lenses. What are you talking about? That's what he's doing.
So they go back to the Civil War era.
Back to the Civil fucking War era. Yo, these clowns are fucking so retarded. I don't know how they tie their fucking shoes in them. Yeah, I don't know how to tie their fucking shoes in the morning. Yeah.
R-word? You're R-wording? No.
Just every fucking thing. God forbid, yo, they don't
Another projection.
think it's on their political team. Is it a projection? As I fucking tell you what you're doing? Every step of the way in this video, I called out every step of the way. I'm just projecting. But that's what I mean, yo. This dude just pick and chooses what he wants to address, completely ignores or laughs off the rest. But meanwhile, he's bringing up the Civil War and slavery and just keeps right on cruising. Only thing he said was, yeah, man, Richmond is the headquarters of the Confederacy. Is that it? Is that all fucking Richmond is? But that's the only fucking piece, yo, you want to fucking lock in on. Oh no, well at one time, this was the Confederacy. And if he said Richmond, well it has to mean the Confederacy, which means that he's giving a wink and a nod to the Civil fucking War days and the slavery days. Fuck me. And the beauty of it, yo, is that the first video that I did on his initial fucking Holler Anthony video, I missed this part right at that same kind of time in that first video of they literally want to go back to a time where they owned people.
You know, these bad North-South relations draw back to the want for control and ownership of literal human beings.
Like, that was a sentence he said in there. I'm gonna go back and find it. But he fucking said that in that first video, and I'm so mad I missed it. Because that is so ugly that when you're making a case against a song, that you just have to just bring up this ugly, terrible shit. Bro, it's a complete non sequitur. It's the most non sequitur of a non sequitur that could ever fucking be a non fucking sequitur. It just gets the worst straw man bad faith treatment on the fucking planet.
This guy views every single thing with no context whatsoever. North? That's just a direction. Like...
I get it. I get that north is a direction. But it was you adding context of what south then would mean. That's what I was talking about. Can't help but to fucking analyze every sentence of your shit when every fucking word out of your mouth is bullshit.
Like, it's a direction in respect to other directions. You know, like, what's the fucking opposite direction of north? Come on, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean, yo, that you have to bring up all the Civil War stuff. It's not just enough just to say, oh, he lives fucking south of Richmond. But then you have to bring up just all the ugly Civil War stuff. He said north of Richmond, you fucking moron.
It's those people from the north that want to
This guy's making my cough come back.
control us and tell us.
You know, if he doesn't make me keep laughing like this, and he makes me keep coughing, and I die because of this live on stream, he will get his way, and he'll be very happy about it.
What do you mean I'd get my way? I mean, I'm assuming that's just comedy. The comedy being that I want you to die? Like, holy shit, bro. But that's kind of what I guess I'd expect from somebody who just has the most bad faith takes on everything. That just because you think I disagree with you, that I would hope ill will on you, or I'd be take any sort of joy if you would die from something. Bro, I know it's a joke. I know it's pithy, but then again, I think it's a real great point in showing that's kind of how these people look at anybody that they disagree with. They can't just imagine somebody disagreeing with them without them just being these terrible fucking people. Oh man, but they've got to be terrible fucking people or get joy from me dying. I wouldn't.
What's he gonna say now?
That's what the fuck I mean. Like, how does anybody fucking tune in and hear this sucker ass take?
The North and the South didn't like each other. What's this guy talking about?
What do you mean the North didn't like the South? Nobody brought up North not liking the South. In the song, it wasn't about North not liking the South. Like, yo, that's you reading into every bad faith take you ever fucking could on every fucking line of that song.
How does anybody listen to this? What? You know, when a guy from the South, being in a song or in whatever context, is talking about how much the North sucks, or the politicians of the North, or the powers of the North, or whatever.
He didn't say the North sucks. Yo just said the Richmond North of Richmond. Has nothing to do with the North versus South binary. Has nothing to do with the North versus the South Civil War. Oh my God, bro. Like, it's just so incredible that, like, yo, you still just refuse to grant any fucking thing. To think, bro, it has to have been a nod to the Civil War and how it's the South versus the North. It's none of that, dude. That's all you.
I don't understand what you want from me.
I don't want you to have the worst bad faith takes on everything. That's what I'd like. That's what I'd hope anybody would do, is not have just the immediate guttural, oh, I have to defend this because it's something on the right. And if it's on the right, it comes with all this baggage, comes with all this fucking historical, metaphorical, every sense of fucking bad baggage you could ever connect to your political opposition, you have to bring into it. That's what I'd want. Just talk about something honestly. These motherfuckers are just the goddamn worst. They're the fucking worst. Take everything to just the most god-awful straw man on the fucking planet. Fuck your commie-ass sucker ass.
You're a commie, or fuck you.
Shit, dude.
He's so mad. Oh my God.
It's easy to be mad, bro, when you're just the worst bad faith motherfucker on the planet. I mean, it's real fucking easy, dude. Like, as I rewatch this, I get why I was as mad as I was. Because every fucking word out of your mouth is just garbage. Bad faith shit in the world. I'll tell you, bro, it's terrible. It's fucking just terrible. It is fucking terrible. It is terrible. Every fucking thing you did in that video is fucking terrible.
Regardless of what side of the Mason-Dixon line you land on.
He ain't say the Mason-Dixon line.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's because I'm inferring in a joking way. That's why.
There it is. Because I'm inferring it in a joking way. You see how that works? Him bringing up the Mason-Dixon line and Mason-Dixon line not being in the song, that's just him bringing it up in a comedic way. But the Civil War stuff that wasn't in the song, and the North v. the South binary, and all the old ugly shit between the two, that's context. You get it yet? I know some of y'all do. There'll be a couple of y'all that don't. And God bless your fucking hearts. Hopefully one day you do. Hopefully one day, yo, you start to recognize the ugly shit from your team. Because I can recognize the ugly from every side, and I want nothing to do with any of it. I get we're all going to have disagreements. I get we're all going to not fucking all see it the same way. It comes down to how we handle it between us. The way Anthony handles it is about the worst fucking way anybody could. You said the Mason-Dixon.
Yeah, I know I did, as a joke.
As a joke. He ain't never say it ain't a fucking...
No, I know he didn't. I threw it in for comedic purposes.
Y'all see it. I'm telling you. I know the people that would sub to my channel, they see it. Because they're the ones with the common sense. They're the ones with a little bit of thinking behind them. The Anthony Fantano fucking clown car just thinks, oh yeah, no, it was just funny to do. But the Mason-Dixon line brings it right back to that slavery shit. Separation of North v. South from the old fucking Civil War era type shit. And that's everything that's connected to all the slavery shit. The line in that goddamn song, talk about the Mason fucking Dixon.
I never said he did.
Line. Well, why don't you say that he never said anything about the Civil War then? And it's just like, why do you bring any of it up? That's my point. It's not about comedy, bro. It's about fucking ugly political fucking sucker shit. That was my whole fucking like stick up my ass to fucking begin with, was the fact, yo, you just make it just this ugly shit, dude. And then that's completely context. But other things that are in the same vein of this North v. South fucking Civil War shit, that's just a joke. That's all you, Anthony.
Okay,
Yeah, that is me adding it in a funny way to be sort of sly and cheeky. That's me adding as a content creator. That's what I'm doing. That's the point. It's entertainment.
Entertainment. I'd argue that's about the worst type of fucking entertainment anybody could ever make. Shit that gets people fired up with all this slavery and Civil War talk. That's about the worst type of fucking entertainment anybody can make. We'd all be better without it.
Politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere.
I guess that was funny to you?
Yeah, it was kind of funny. It's a funny line in the song.
And then, yo, you put Trump and Elon in there.
Trump is a rapist.
But what does Trump have to do with it? That's like, you know what I mean? And like now I just feel like it's just over and over because this dude just don't get it either. He'll think I don't fucking get it and all his points were missed on me and he don't get nothing I fucking say. Because of course, I'm sure the way he's taking most of what I say, he's not taking very well anyway. So like I get it. So like he's not gonna want to hear any fucking thing I say. But bro, every fucking point that I made in this entire fucking video is that everything of context that you fucking put into this video was complete non sequitur garbage. Then you just go into just the most bad faith takes on
bad faith.
Yes.
Bad faith.
Yes.
Bad faith. Bad faith.
Yes. All of it. Every fucking bit of it.
I never said in the video, nor am I of the belief that there are no fat people on welfare. I'm not of that mindset. That's not my argument. That's not my concern.
We all know it's not your concern. Your concern is fucking anything else than somebody having some fucking personal responsibility with their own lives. You know, he's not worried about that stuff. Anybody wants to just live any fucking way they want to live, Anthony's all for it. I'm not one to tell nobody what they do with money that's given to them. But the other shit, that all this stuff over here, he'll worry about. All this stuff over here, Anthony's not worried about none of that.
The issue is that he's stereotyping people who are on food stamps.
He's not stereotyping anybody. He's talking about a specific type of person because there are those people. You know that. You say it in the fucking video. You've known people that are like that. Those are the people he's talking about. He's not saying everybody on food stamps is that. He's saying that type of person that is on food stamps, that is getting diabetes and all the other fucking shit that come along with it. That's what he's talking about. There's no stereotyping when there are those people.
Be it that, they're all single moms.
Who says all? I'd like you to give me an example. Who says all?
Oh, they're all fat. Oh, they're all, it's, they're mostly not white, so on and so forth.
Who is this? Oh, well, they're mostly not white. What are you talking about, bro? Most fucking people on welfare food assistance are white. Who is this straw man? It's nobody. I'm telling you, you're just making a straw man up just to fucking think it helps your case when it's not.
When, some of the biggest recipients are actually white people living in rural areas. There are all sorts of people on welfare and on food assistance. That is the fucking point.
You think we don't know that? You think Oliver Anthony doesn't know that? Bro, like you're arguing against some straw man. Anthony fucking didn't say that it's all people. He just said this particular type of person shouldn't be getting that type of help. And you just go on this just long thing about this straw man. Talk about, it's all. Oh, it's usually not just white, or it's not more white people. Well, actually, it is more white people. Okay, I know that. Every fucking thing out of your mouth is bad faith. Bad faith, straw man, non sequiturs, gaslighting, bullshitting, sucker fucking shit. All of it, dude.
Them just being bad people. Fat and terrible and pieces of garbage.
Nobody said that. Nobody said any of that, Anthony. You did.
That is frankly a really shitty thing to do.
It frankly is a really shitty thing to do if they were doing it, but nobody fucking is. But it's the fact, you can't have a disagreement with anybody. If somebody thinks, we need to figure out where the waste is, I don't think people should be able to do this, and that. Oh, it's not all of them. It's not all of them. It's not everyone. Oh, it's not all of them. I'm not saying that it is. I'm not saying everyone is fucking fat, lazy, and on fudge rounds. But the people who are shouldn't fucking be. We need to figure out who the fuck they are and stop it. Taking a penny from another person who's working to survive. We're taking money from people who fucking are working their job, working their lives to pay for their lives. We then take money from them to give to them types of people. Not all of them, but the ones who are. The ones who are taking advantage of every little fucking nook and cranny that they can. We need to figure out who they are and fucking stop it. I know this is entirely an anecdote. I'm in the fucking grocery store one day. I got two guys in front of me. Look like the typical transient, living in a tent out by the fucking railroad tracks types. They have a grocery cart. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm telling you 50 12 packs of Safeway canned sodas. They fucking run them all up, pay for them, walk out the store. I take care of all my stuff, walk out the store. These guys are sitting on the first curb they got to, pouring these sodas out on the ground. And it was so confusing to me that I had no other option but to ask them what they're doing. I was like, dude, I gotta know, what are you guys doing? Oh man, we're gonna fucking empty these out and recycle them. Those guys went in a Safeway and spent $200 on Safeway soda cans just to empty them, to take them to the recycling spot for $20. And that's not everyone. That's not all of them. It's a very specific type of person who would do that type of stuff. They shouldn't get a penny. That's the argument. It's not stereotyping. It's not everybody that's on food stamps, but the type of people who are on food stamps and would do that type of stuff shouldn't get a fucking nickel.
And spits in the face of whatever kind of working class argument this guy was trying to make earlier in his song. You can't be pro working class and pro poor people and pro minors, many of which who may be poor.
And he didn't say that he wouldn't help the people that need fucking help, Anthony. Like, you're still going. Yo, this whole video was an hour, bro. And like 40 minutes of it is just the same arguing with the same straw man that is just saying, yo, we don't do anything. Y'all are just stereotyping that just everybody's just these fat, lazy people. No, bro. Talk about the very specific type of people who is.
Some of which may need food assistance. You can't be pro all those things, but then be like, yeah, and those fucking fat losers on fudge rounds, fuck them. That's not copacetic.
You're arguing with this straw man again, bro. Like, let it go. Let it go. Oh, it's not copacetic. Oh man, this whole straw man I created, that's not copacetic, guys. Don't be like this straw man.
That doesn't gel. You know, even if there are 5, 10, 500, or 5,000 fat people eating fudge rounds on welfare right now, you know, that's not everybody who is on the program or needs the program.
Bro, even if there's 5,000 of it, it's not everybody. It's not everybody in a country of 350 million fucking people. Yeah, you know, I'm sure it's just 5,000 people, right? 5 or 50 or 500 or 5,000. It's not everybody.
So that's it. It's actually, you know, it's funny because he's like talking about how evil I am when I'm sure this guy would be happy to eliminate that shit for everybody and just be like, yeah, job's done here. Now there's no more fat people with fudge rounds paid for by the government. Fix that problem. Now we're all good. America's on the right track.
No, I don't think that, actually. If that was an actual question, although I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it was just a rhetorical, pithy, fucking little snide little dig at me. But that isn't what I think. That isn't what I feel. I think if we're going to give someone something, there needs to be some standards. It's not an endless fucking just take it as long as you fucking want it. You should be fucking working to get something better. You should be working for yourself. Everybody. That should be everyone. Every single fucking person in this goddamn country should be working on our own to support themselves. If they can't, we need to figure out how we can help them achieve that. We need to figure out what we need to do as a community, as a town, as a neighbor, not as the federal fucking government, thinking they could just have this overarching fucking never-ending tap of just give them money. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out one day, maybe. You know, and if people are just fucking everything else up in between now and then, it's okay. What about these military bases? There are fat, lazy motherfuckers that just take. I know.
Yeah, and the issue is that they're not the reason that you're working all day and you can't pay for shit and that your dollar doesn't go anywhere. They're not of any sort of concern for that. It's not their fault.
It's not their fault. So there is no personal responsibility with Anthony Fantano. You know, if you ain't got nothing and you're just shit on it, you got nothing to do with those circumstances. It's entirely the billionaires, I'm sure. Oh, them fucking billionaires. No, bro. People need to be responsible for themselves. That's the fucking world. That's been the world for thousands of fucking years. Suddenly, this country gets built to what it is, and now everybody's just been so goddamn comfortable for the last 40, 50 years that just everybody thinks that if it's something they need to survive, that they should just be given it. It's a right. Housing's a right. Give me a house. Give me a place to live. I don't deserve to be homeless. Why not? I mean, like, nobody owes you fucking anything. Like, it's not anybody else's responsibility but your own to fucking take care of your goddamn self. Figure it out. God forbid, and when you do wind up in a spot to fucking need help, there should be people around you that should help you. It's not everybody else's job to fucking figure out how to get you right. There's fucking, like, it's all nuanced, bro. Like, it's all fucking nuanced. It's not just this simple fucking, oh man, well, it's not your fault. Most likely it is. I imagine sometimes that there's fucking exterior circumstances that create the circumstance in which some of these people live, but for the most part, it's your fault. Every fucking thing in your life is because of your decision. It's a shame, you ain't met a couple.
Okay, and if I met a couple, then what? If I met 10 of them, if I met 100 of them, then what? You don't think I've ever known anybody who's like used food stamps?
Not just used food stamps. I'm talking about the people who have milked the system beyond any sort of fucking reason. Those are the type of people I'm talking about. The type of people who would go spend $200 on a food stamp card on canned soda just to empty them in the parking lot to take them to the recycling spot for $20. Those are the types of people. And if you would see that and not see the fucking issues with it, boy, I thought you was bad before, but that would just be like, wow.
Would I be like you? If I met a couple of them, I would think the way that you think. Is that what you think? If people had just met a couple of fat, lazy motherfuckers on welfare, then they would think the way that I think. Like, come on, dude.
It's not about thinking the way I think. It's just maybe you would see it. Maybe you would be able to recognize that this isn't copacetic to a fucking long-lasting society. That might be what you'd see. It's not, oh, you think the way I think. No, it might just maybe open that big ass head of yours just a little bit. Maybe we need to just balance this out a little bit. That's my argument.
Come on. That's some clown behavior. It's about having perspective about where our money goes as far as taxes and so on and so forth.
It's about having perspective of where our tax money goes. Yeah, bro, you're only worried about a couple specific things. I'm worried about all of it. I'm worried about every avenue of waste and how we can figure out how to stop it or weed it out. It's not just, oh, I'm going to focus on one thing. I can look at all kinds of things and notice where the fucking problems are. You want to ignore a vast fucking piece of it and then got the nerve to talk about perspective.
Yeah, look, in the grand scheme of things, we waste a lot more money on other shit than fucking people's fudge rounds off of EBT.
Bro, you are so stuck on the word fucking fudge rounds. Just fudge rounds, guys. That's the only waste Anthony was talking about, was just fudge rounds, because it's the only word he put in the song. You said fudge round more in this fucking hour than I imagine Oliver Anthony ever has in his fucking life. He done probably sung the song 2 times a day for the last fucking month, and still ain't said fudge round as much as you said in this goddamn hour. Because I promise you, there's a lot of them. You ain't lying. There's a fucking lot of them. Too goddamn many.
Okay, well, you're not a statistician, are you?
No, I'm not a statistician. I don't think it would change your mind if I was. I don't think if I flashed a graph across the fucking screen like you do in yours, that you would suddenly be like, man, actually, this is the fucking issue.
Give me the stats, dude. Give me the stats, even if there are a lot of them.
What stats you want? Curious, what stats do you want? The stats of the people that are on food stamps? I'm sure you can fucking Google them real fast. There's a lot of people on food stamps. I'm not saying we cut off fucking food stamps. I don't know if I'd even trust the stats if I seen them. I could just go off my fucking life lived and the people I've known all my life. The people who are happy just surviving, just making it, not living anything more than what they've ever gotten from the moment they were born. Just enough to get by. They hate everybody. They fucking hate the country. They hate millionaires and billionaires, but ain't never put the energy into trying to make their life better. They've never done it because all they've ever known is shit given to them. They just wait on that check. It's a terrible fucking existence. I saw it my whole life growing up. I still see it today every fucking where. I don't need stats. You can use stats, you can use studies, you can use whatever you want. That's not going to change my mind or your mind. Like, it's not going to change either of our minds. Fucking start throwing fucking stats on the goddamn screen. All I'm saying is we need to figure out where the waste is and stop it. No stereotypes. It's not all. It's not everyone. It's the ones that are. We need to figure out who they are and stop wasting our money on it. Pay for the shit that's important.
Even if there are a lot of them, I would rather the money be going to fudge rounds than...
That's convenient. That's real convenient. But that's also what I mean. It wouldn't matter what stats I showed you. It wouldn't fucking matter if I was a statistician and showed you some stats. It wouldn't change your mind. You feel the way you feel about it. It wouldn't matter if there was a whole lot of them, according to Anthony.
A bunch of military bases that don't do nothing, you know? Like, there's a lot of things I would rather money from our government be going to than shit like that.
I know, it's real convenient. I don't care about this waste. I care about that waste. Yeah, this waste, bad. This waste,
about excess spending and waste in this country.
Oh boy, he's not gonna like this part. This is like graphs and numbers and shit.
Ooh, graphs and numbers and shit. Y'all ready for the graphs and numbers? Bro, first time I heard that, I was like, was there graphs and numbers? Did I see any? Fuck no, mother. You don't put no goddamn graphs and numbers. You do that one little motherfucking little shot there. That's it. You talk about, oh, he ain't gonna like this. This is graphs and numbers. I mean, it's not even a problem, right? It's not even a fucking problem. You have the obese people fucking filling up the hospitals and all the things that come.
Why do you care so much about them?
I can care about a lot of things at the same time. That's why. And of course, fucking fat people filling up the hospitals, bro. You think these motherfuckers ain't diabetic? And especially, yo, once we start talking about the type of person who's getting food stamps, I guarantee you most of them are getting fucking free healthcare, government housing, and they don't give a fuck about a hospital bill. They don't give a fuck about whatever. They don't give a fuck about what nothing costs, because they ain't the ones that are going to pay for it. That's like the whole fucking convenience of all of it. Is that you start talking about these specific type of people, I'm talking about very specific types of people. It's not all of them, not everyone, but there are specific types of people who get free every fucking thing. And I gotta tell you, bro, they get a cough, they're going to the hospital. They're going to the fucking ER and don't care about the bill. They're never gonna get a bill. They'll never pay anything. Even if they got sent a fucking bill, they're not gonna fucking pay it. They don't give a fuck. That's the type of person I'm talking about. Not stereotyping all of them. I'm talking about those types of people.
And filling up the hospitals. Are you telling me you can go to any hospital right? People can't even afford to go to a hospital right now, dude.
It don't stop them from going. The people who are trying to survive and do everything the right way, those are the people who won't go to the hospital because of the bill that they'll get. It ain't the fucking poor people who won't go to the fucking hospital. It's the people who are trying to survive that are paying for their own insurance and doing all these other things that won't go to the hospital. To which I know your fucking argument's gonna be, well, this is why we need fucking universal health care. No, it isn't. We need the fucking government to back the fuck up off of all the shit they do that is never ending. Places around this country that deal with straight cash, don't deal with no insurance, and they'll give you a bill with every fucking thing out, real specific. This costs this much, this costs that much, this costs this much. And you actually see it. And then compare that to what a fucking hospital would fucking spend on something that they just send to the insurance or the state agency that covers all of it. It's insane, bro. It's a mess. Once the government gets in their fucking little shitty little paws in it, it only makes it worse. And over time, the more they do, the more they touch, the more it just turns the fucking shit.
Like, are you telling me somebody who is fat and on welfare and is eating all these fudge rounds can also afford to go to a fucking hospital right now?
No, they can't afford to go to the hospital, but they go. What do you think these motherfuckers don't? You think these motherfuckers ain't gonna go to the goddamn ER when they know they can't pay for it and they know they never will? You think they fucking won't? Come on, dude. Cut the shit.
You know how hospitals work?
I do know how hospitals work. I do know how expensive it is. And the people who have their entire lives paid for by the state don't give a fuck. Send them a bill till pigs fucking fly. They'll rip that shit up, put it right in the goddamn burn pile. The state will pay. Oh, the state got it. State pays for everything else. I'm not paying this shit. Fuck you.
Defense spending goes toward wars.
More than that goes to social fucking security and Medicaid. More.
So you think that people shouldn't have Social Security?
I think people would do better with their own retirements. That's what I think. I think if someone is responsible for themselves and the life they've lived, that us taking money from them versus money that they could in turn invest in themselves and the future that they would wish to live would night and day be the differences between that and Social Security. That's what I think. I think we've gotten to the point where what Social Security was initially created for is such a fucking skeletal fucking nothingness of what it was originally created for. Now, man, we got so many people that ain't putting nothing into the system, but yet somehow we're supposed to take care of them once they hit a certain age. I think anybody that's living on it now, we don't do anything about it. We have to continue it. We've got them in a position where that's just their life. And no, I wouldn't take that from them. But I think anybody 40, 45 years and younger, we should just stop taking money from them and just say, yo, you have an option. Would you rather keep this tax money and create your own retirement, your own life and future that you'd like to live? Or would you like for us to keep taking it from you and hope that in 30 years we didn't fuck all this up? You give me a choice of doing it myself or letting the government do it. I know what I'd choose. I think if you choose fucking the government, you ain't been paying attention.
Two, you think that we shouldn't have Medicaid? You just want old people to die?
I don't want old people to die. I'm not a believer in universal healthcare. I don't think it's ever going to be the positive that everybody thinks it's going to be. All I can do is look at the VA and see all the fucking shit they got going on with the VA. But if you think that that, in turn, would be a better system for the whole country, fuck all that. I'd rather have some sort of competition between somebody, between some sense of a hospital and insurance and coverage. Competition creates better. Guaranteed. If you don't believe that, I'd probably stop reading them same sucker-ass comic books you read. When you got somebody down the street trying to compete with somebody else that's doing the same fucking thing. Trying to compete for that money. How are we going to bring these people in? The government is just a monopoly. You're going to get what you're going to get. It could be the most shit on the planet. That's it. Take it or leave it. Fuck that. More than the defense budget goes to all that shit that is going to be bankrupt before you fucking know it. Not a bad argument. And the only math you'll listen to is from some sucker-ass commie motherfucker that'll spin the same bullshit y'all live on. The man's got a point. Y'all just have this world fucking in your head, yo. You could just spend.
Oh, okay, he's one of these like libertarian, we can't spend any money types.
No, I'm not. I'm not one of those types. I think if we're going to spend it, we need to maximize it and make sure there's no waste. That's one of the types I am. I'm not libertarian. I'm not even conservative or liberal. I'm a whole mix of shit. I don't think we shouldn't spend money at all. I think if we're going to spend the fucking money, we do the best we can with every penny. If we're going to take it from somebody who's working, we're going to take it from somebody who's working 40, 50, 60 fucking hours a week. We got the nerve to put our fucking grubby little hands into their pocket and take that money out of there. We need to fucking be able to show receipts for every fucking penny we spend of it. Oh, just take it. All the rich got it. Get it from them. Get it from them. Take it from them. We can take care of it.
Well, yeah, the rich are hoarding all of the money they have.
Mr. I'm not a commie here. Finish the sentence, Anthony. It's a good one.
Like way more money than even the most, bottom rungs of society. You actually could redistribute a lot of their wealth and
redistribute a lot of their wealth. Says the not commie. Counting everybody else's money. Think about what they could do with it and giving it to other people. Bro, in case you weren't aware, giving people something that they ain't earn or fucking work for don't never work out in the long run. If they ain't got that mentality of what something is worth, of what it's worth working for, what it's worth earning, they'll never respect it. They'll never take care of it. They'll never fucking cherish it the way something is when you work for it, when you fucking earn it. When you put your blood, sweat, and fucking tears into something, that means so much more than any fucking thing you could ever take from someone else to give to someone else. Think you're gonna make the world a better fucking place because of it. Don't make you a good fucking person thinking that's a good idea. It actually makes you a pretty fucking shitty person. What they're doing with their money ain't stopping nothing in your life. I see you ain't bring up millionaires. I'd imagine you're real close to that. So you can't fucking put yourself in that same category. We are living in this country better than 90% of the fucking world. The poorest of our poor lives better than fucking 60%, 70% of the fucking world. Like, y'all are just so fucking blinded by what other people had that you don't got. And it's fucking weird. But of course, you'd say, not 20 minutes ago, I'm not a commie. I'm not a Trotskyist. I'm not a this. I'm not a that. But you could actually redistribute a lot of their wealth. Bro, that's commie shit. That's commie shit. You could fucking argue different until fucking pigs goddamn fly. You a fucking commie.
We'd be doing a lot better. Right now, we're at a point where we're seeing the kind of wealth inequity that we had during the Gilded Age.
Wealth inequity. If that ain't some fucking commie talking shit right there. As if what somebody has versus the other person who doesn't is somehow intertwined. I know y'all think it is. It ain't. The choices you've made, decisions you fucking made is why you're living the life you're living. Ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Nothing. It's you. All of it.
Back during the big stock market crash and shit like that. Like that's the kind of wealth inequity that we're seeing now, except even bigger and more insane because you have billionaires upon billionaires upon billionaires.
Billionaires upon billionaires upon billionaires. Don't that mean, Yoda, there's fucking momentum to move up? I mean, if there was one billionaire, you might have an argument. But for the fact that there's billionaires upon billionaires upon billionaires is only fucking the case that, for you to become that is absolutely attainable. Fucking Jeff Bezos, 20 fucking years, was living in his goddamn garage. You can do it. I know half y'all don't think you can. When you got the mindset, I'll never be anything because of somebody else, you gonna get the life you fucking get with that. That's a fucking defeated mentality if I've ever fucking heard it. And it's your fault. It's because of you.
So we're kind of going back in that direction and getting even worse. So again, I'm sorry to give this guy an education because he feels like he's above one.
Bro, you ain't giving much of anybody a fucking education. It's just been all rhetoric and leftist talking points coming out of your mouth. That's it. If anything, you've only fucking affirmed more of my initial thoughts about you, which you just being a commie, you being a leftist. That's truly what you are.
Goes toward places like the Pentagon, throwing cash left and right with no accountability whatsoever.
And you think they'd be with that? You think that that's okay to them? Promise you, yo, they don't want that fucking wasteful spending either. See what I mean, though? He don't say anything to most anything I'm saying. He just stands there, laughs, gives goofy looks, and I guess just thinks that nothing I'm saying is of any importance, not making any sort of points to him. I'm telling you to your face, I don't want any waste anywhere. I don't think we should be wasting it on the things you said that we shouldn't be wasting it on, and there's other things that we shouldn't be wasting it on. You are only focused on a particular waste. I know I don't. There's a lot of money that the fucking army and defense is spending on shit that I think is a complete fucking waste.
Okay, yeah, and it's much larger than the fucking fudge rounds that Oliver...
You're so fucking stuck on goddamn fudge rounds. It's fucking hilarious. This guy just wants to cuss out fudge rounds because he said it in the song. I mean, he said fudge rounds in the song. So that's obviously what he meant. Mr. Context. Mr. I like to put things in context. Has been fucking hyper-focused on fudge rounds for a month. It was a fucking euphemism. You know that, right? Mr. fucking lyric picker reporter, Mr. song fucking reviewer, Mr. context fucking giver, Mr. I think context is fucking education. But yet, yo, you give no context to what he meant. Instead, yo, you just sweep it under this fucking, oh, it's a stereotype.
Anthony is singing about. He's not singing about this. He's singing about that.
Transgender shit being at the top of that fucking list.
Oh, God. Oh, God, no.
Oh, it's not a waste to him. What do you mean transgender stuff? He stops that whole fucking video right fucking there. Because the fucking army is spending millions of dollars on transitioning. There is a hospital on an army base that deals solely with transitioning. We are spending money, our taxpayer money, on transitioning fucking people. And he'll just completely fucking, not even a waste. This is where he stops it. He turns it off because I actually posed a question directly to him, not like one sentence later.
Putting that money into the pockets of price gouging big pharma CEO assholes.
Oh, you mean the ones making billions off of the trans stuff? Yeah, them too, because they the same ones. They the same ones, yo, you just named the big pharma execs. Getting paid and all this other shit. Bro, they getting paid off the trans shit. Off of destroying people's bodies. You know, you probably all for that though. Pay for that. Pay for that. The government should definitely fucking pay for that as far as Anthony's concerned. Right? I'd love to know that, Anthony. Are you okay with that? You okay with the government spending money on that stuff? Oh, I'm sure, yo, you'll fucking flip it in your head somewhere that that's fine. I mean, I know his answer. He's given us the answer the entire fucking video. He doesn't care. But yet somehow he's the honest one here between Oliver Anthony and Anthony Fantano. This is what he really meant when he said the word North and used Richmond, which was of course the headquarters of the Confederacy, not the capital of the state he fucking lives in, not the fucking city that is fucking right across fucking from DC. Has nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with all this bigoted, ugly history and stuff. Oh, and did you know all these people that are right-wing motherfucking hateful people that do all this terrible shit like the song? Oh man, did you know Trump's a raper? How about that Matt Walsh? Man, let's talk about Matt Walsh for 15 fucking minutes. It has nothing to do with the fucking song, bro. That was my whole fucking stick up my ass to begin with. Was the fact, bro, you just have the most dishonest, bad faith, irrational, context-giving fucking cunt fucking arguments on the planet. And your whole fucking foundation for everything you fucking argue is just partisan bullshit. Every fucking thing you do is from the lens of a leftist commie. You didn't destroy me. You didn't air me out. I don't give a fuck what your cornball ass fan base fucking thinks about shit. Because you didn't do nothing but reinforce every fucking thought I had about you, Anthony. You're just a commie through and through. You don't care about fucking wasting nothing. You care about specific things. And that's it. You care about one thing. You care about one bit of waste. I care about all the waste. Not about stereotypes. Not about watching grandma, grandpa die without fucking Medicaid and all this other shit. I'm of the camp of if we're going to take money from anybody, if I'm gonna fucking take your money or you're gonna give it to me, either of the two, I should at least have the fucking balls to show you where every penny of it goes. I'd imagine that's a lot of Oliver Anthony's arguments. I know you wouldn't grant that because you just have this, oh, he's astroturfed. Bro, you're a commie ass motherfucker. You ain't telling me fucking shit. And you clown.